Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Siddharamaiah, the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri D.K. Shivkumar, the Honorable Minister, Shri Priyank Kharge, and a host of dignitaries have arrived at the venue. Shri M.B. Patil, Honorable Minister, is also here. Excellencies from different countries are all here. Shri Sharad Bachegowda, Chairman of Kionics, is also here. Request all the others not to congregate near the main stage and help yourselves to go to your respective seats, please. Ellarigu Namaskara. Ladies and gentlemen, under the visionary theme, Futurize, Bengaluru Tech Summit 2025, BTS 2025 marks the rise of a full-spectrum global tech platform designed for scale, speed, and strategic impact. Please note, this year, BTS reimagines how industries connect, offering a dynamic marketplace where buyers from diverse sectors engage directly with disruptive startups, agile SMEs, global enterprises, managed service providers, tech solution vendors, system integrators, investors, and of course, not to forget the thought leaders. On behalf of the Department of Electronics, Information Technology and Biotechnology, Government of Karnataka, and Software Technology Parks of India, STPI Bengaluru. I am Shankar Prakash, extending a very, very warm welcome to all of you to the 28th edition of Bengaluru Tech Summit Inauguration. Tammellarigu Adarada Hurutpurvaka Swagata Suswagata. As per the wonderful tradition of our state Karnataka, at the outset there will be the rendering of Nadagite. Request all of you to kindly rise. Dr. Ramya and team will render Nadagite. Jaya Bharata Jananiya Tanujate, Jaya He Karnataka Mate.
जननीय तनुजाते जय हे कर्नाटक माते जय सुंदर नदी वनಗಳ ನಾಡೆ जय हे रस ಋಷಿಗಳ ಬೀಡೆ ಭೂದೇವಿಯ ಮಕುಟದ ನವಮಣಿಯೇ ಗಂಧದ ಚಂದದ ಹೊನ್ನಿನ ಗಣಿಯೇ ರಾಘವ ಮಧುಸೂದನರವತರಿಸಿದ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜನನಿಯ ಜೋಗುಳ ವೇದದ ಘೋಷ ಜನನಿಗೆ ಜೀವವು ನಿನ್ನಾವೇಶ ಹಸುರಿನ ಗಿರಿಗಳ ಸಾಲೆ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಕೊರಳಿನ ಮಾಲೆ ಕಪಿಲ ಪತಂಜಲ ಗೌತಮ ಜಿನನುತ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಶಂಕರ ರಮನುಜ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ಮಧ್ವರ ದಿವ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ ರನ್ನ ಷಡಕ್ಷರಿ ಪೊನ್ನ ಪಂಪಲ ಕುಮಿಪತಿ ಜನ್ನ ಕುಮಾರ ವ್ಯಾಸರ ಮಂಗಳಧಾಮ ಕವಿ ಕೋಗಿಲೆಗಳ ಪುಣ್ಯಾರಾಮ ನಾನಕ ರಾಮಾನಂದ ಕಬೀರರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಕೈರಪ ಹೊಯ್ಸಳರಾಳಿದ ನಾಡೆ ಕಂಕಣ ಜಕಣರ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಬೀಡೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶರಾವತಿ ತುಂಗ ಕಾವೇರಿಯವರ ರಂಗ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಪರಮಹಂಸ ವಿವೇಕರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಸರ್ವ ಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ ರಸಿಕರ ಕಂಗಳ ಸೆಳೆಯುವ ನೋಟ ಹಿಂದೂ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ ಪಾರಸಿಕ ಜೈನರುದ್ಯಾನ ಜನಕನ ಹೋಲುವ ದೊರೆಗಳ ಧಾಮ ಗಾಯಕ ವೈಣಿಕರ ರಾಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ ಕುಣಿದಾಡುವ ಗೇಹ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ದೇಹ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. Ladies and gentlemen, BTS 2025 is where meaningful business happens. Welcome to Futurize. At this juncture, it's my pleasure to request the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Siddaramaiah, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri D.K. Shivkumar, and the dignitaries to kindly come over and light the lamp to signal the beginning of the inauguration of Bengaluru Tech Summit. I would also request Shri M.B. Patil, Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Scale Industries and Infrastructure Development, Government of Karnataka, Shri Priyank Kharge, Honorable Minister for Electronics, Information Technology and Biotechnology and Rural Development, Government of Karnataka, Shri Sharat Kumar Bachegowda, Chairman Kionics, Excellencies, Mr. Jan Christian Westre, Minister of Health and Care Services, Norway, Excellency Ms. Ilse Einer, President of the Bavarian State Parliament, Germany, Excellency Mr. Rafael Rosinski, Deputy Minister, Digital Affairs, Poland, Lord Mayor Nicholas Risi, Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Australia, Shri Chris Gopalakrishnan, Dr. Kiran Mazumdar Shah, Shri Prashant Prakash, request you to kindly come over, sir. Also, we already have Shri B.V. Naidu, Chairman Karnataka Digital Economy Mission. I would request all the dignitaries please come over. Dr. N. Manjula, Rahul Sharanappa Sankru, Dr. Sanjay Tyagi are all here. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a huge contingent of the media who have come here in large numbers. Millions and millions of people will know that through them. Let's give a round of applause for this momentous occasion and also welcome the entire media friends. The event spectrum consists of multi-track conference, Global Innovation Alliance, STPI IT Export Awards, strategic roundtables, mega exhibitions, startup pitching, Smart Bio Awards, TCS Rural IT Quiz, Future Makers Conclave, Startup Mentoring, Startup Ecosystem Awards, Bio Quiz, India USA Tech Conclave, B2B Meeting and Networking, product launches and demo, and biotech posters. The list goes on and on, so it will be an interesting several topics to be discussed. Request all the dignitaries to kindly close in for the benefit of our of the media. Request the media friends to listen to the words of the police and security personnel in the interest of all of us. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಸುರಕ್ಷತಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ಹೇಳುವಂತಹ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದವರು ಪಾಲಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ನಮ್ರ ಕೋರಿಕೆ. At this juncture, I would request Dr. Manjula N., Secretary to Government, Department of Electronics, IT, BT, and SNT Government of Karnataka, for the opening remarks and contest setting. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome on stage Dr. N. Manjula.
Good morning, everyone. Ellargu namaskara. It is a matter of great privilege for me to welcome you all to the Bangalore Tech Summit 2025. It's indeed an honor to welcome Honorable Chief Minister Shri Siddaramaiah sir, who is here, gracing the occasion and also has kindly inaugurated the event. Thank you very much, sir. I also take this opportunity to welcome our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. D.K. Shiv Kumar. Thank you very much, sir. I also take this opportunity to welcome Honorable Minister for Industries, Medium and Large and Medium Industries and Infrastructure Development, Shri M.B. Patil, sir. I also take this opportunity to invite Honorable Minister for Information Technology, Biotechnology and Rural Development and Panchayat Raj, Shri Priyank Kharge, sir. It's indeed a honor for me to welcome Honorable Minister for Health and Care Services, Norway, His Excellency Mr. Jan Christian Wester, the President of Bavarian State Parliament, Ms. Ael Einer, and the Deputy Minister, Digital Affairs, Poland, Mr. Rafal Rosinski, the Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Lord Mayor Nicholas Recchi, and all the various delegates. It's also indeed a great honor for me to welcome the chairpersons of the Karnataka Vision Group, Shri Chris Gopal Krishnan, who is the chairperson of the Vision Group on IT Electronics. Welcome to you, sir. Chairperson of the Karnataka Vision Group on Biotech, Dr. Kiran Majumdar Shaw. Chairperson for the Karnataka Vision Group on Startup, Shri Prashant Prakash. And the chairperson of Karnataka Digital Economy Mission, B.V. Naidu. And all the various dignitaries. I also take this opportunity to welcome the chairman of Kionic, Shri Sharat Bachegowda, and also the MLC, Mr. Nasir Ahmed, and also who is the political secretary to the chief minister. A warm welcome to all the delegates who are representing various countries, who have come from various industry, who are investors, who are innovators, who are participating here. Welcome to all of you. Like you all know, this is the 28th edition of the Bangalore Tech Summit. What began in 1998 as a humble beginnings, I may say, with the foresight of our leaders and predecessors, today has grown into this scale, you all can see. And Bangalore Tech Summit, as you all know, has scaled up to this level, and we also moved to a new venue. A lot of fuss that way. This is the first time we've moved into this venue, which is supposedly the third largest venue in India. So we are also happy to be here because this is a pretty organized and state-of-art facility which is available. The next thing I must say is the theme which we have adopted this year. It is called Future Rise. Future Rise because Karnataka government has now decided to focus on the deep tech and emerging technologies, hence the focus on future, and also all of us to rise to the needs of the technology in every possible manner. So hence this time the focus is on areas such as artificial intelligence, semiconductor, digital health, mobility, energy, assistive technologies, deep tech, sustainability, etc. This Bangalore Tech Summit is always a platform for innovation and technology from Karnataka and Bangalore and beyond. So that is the motto with which we have been working. Therefore, there will be a lot of, we have planned about 10 different tracks promoting this exchange of ideas, covering deep tech, semiconductors and electronics, digital health, Bangalore US Tech Conclave, FinVerse, Energy and Climate Technologies, AI Universe. Also this time a special focus on women in technology, assistive technology, and inclusive innovation, hence promoting inclusivity, diversity, and accessibility. So, as you all know, Karnataka and Bangalore is probably the, is considered as the global technology hub for startups. A lot of evidence to prove that, I must say. We are ranked 14th in the Global Startup Ecosystem Index, Report Index, 10th in the Startup Blink. We also constitute about 43%, we also promote about 43% of India's software exports, which is about $50 billion. I think Bangalore is that way endowed with all the 4 prerequisites which are required to promote an ecosystem of this nature, namely human capital, the finance, the policy framework, and the digital infrastructure. Coming to the, talking about human capital, I think we have an excellent talent pool. This is probably supported by the numerous colleges we have and the universities which we have, which we are home to. Karnataka is home to more than 52 universities, 270 engineering colleges. We have more than 1,700 polytechnics and industrial training institutes. And also the premier academic institutions of the world class are here, namely the Indian Institute of Science, Indian Institute of Technology, Indian Institute of Management, Indian Institute of Information Technology, and so on and so forth. We are about the 50% of AI talent pool is in Karnataka. And the software engineers, we are a population of 13 million and about 2.5 million are software engineers residing in Karnataka, in Bangalore specifically. The 13 million population and 2.5 million software engineers here. So Karnataka has been instrumental in promoting the startup ecosystem, like we all know, we are well known for. We have about 18,000 startups in Karnataka, of which 13,000 are in Bangalore. And the startups have raised about $70 billion in the last 10 years. We are also home to about 50 unicorns out of the 122 unicorns in the country, which are valued about $190 billion. And of these 32 unicorns happen to be in Bangalore. We also are home to more than 85 Sunicorns and 317 Minicons too. This is also facilitated by the policy framework and the policy support provided by the government. I think probably we are the pioneering state which promoted its first IT policy much before the other states started off. We are now today on the sidelines also launching the third version of 3.0 IT policy also. So we also have various other policies supporting the ecosystem, namely the startup policy. And by the way, on the sidelines, we are also launching unveiling the 2.0 startup policy of Karnataka. Likewise, we also have the aviation, visual effects, and gaming and comics policy, AVGC policy for short, the electronic semiconductor design and manufacturing policy, ESDM policy for short. Likewise, the GCC policy, the data center policy, the biotech policy. And now today, we'll also be unveiling the first ever space tech policy of the state. The conducive policy framework environment has been very instrumental, and of course, all the credit goes to the partners in this ecosystem that we look up to, namely the Vision Group chairpersons, the industry leaders, the innovators, the various diplomatic relationships we have, the global alliances which we have, and the various academic bodies which we work with. Apart from this, we also are promoting through various other, the policies also generally support in the form of, broadly in the form of incentives and interventions. Incentives to startups in the form of grants, which are free grants, which are untied grants, for them to spend on whatever they need to grow their startups or grow their ideas. Likewise, the industries are also supported by, apart from land, which is provided by the industries department, a lot of incentives in the form of waiver of duties, tax exemptions, tax holidays, interest waiver, and a lot of other similar financial incentives, including sometimes even right up to the employment-related incentives like taking over the burden of the provident fund, employment insurance, and things like that. So apart from this, there are a lot of interventions which positively are done by the policies, which cover majorly like promoting R&D. So we establish centers of excellences, incubation centers, accelerators, and various fund of funds, etc. And then beyond this, we also have Investor Connect, training and help support to the startups, etc. So centers of excellence, we are home to about 16 centers of excellence cutting across various sectors. And today we are on the anvil of launching 3 more, which will be covering the defense technologies called Deftronics and quantum, and also the agri-tech. So the 3 more centers of excellence have been recently cleared by the government and will be shortly launched. So the Bangalore Tech Summit, another new feature of the Bangalore Tech Summit 2025 is the Future Makers Conclave, which probably looks at the new age entrepreneurs, new wave of entrepreneurs who are likely to benefit. This is a forum where the new age entrepreneurs will get to interact, understand the technology and the innovation ecosystem. They probably get to interact with various investors, the industry representatives, and also have a good opportunity to network and understand how the innovation and technology system works. With these words, I would like to say that BTS has thrived on this kind of a collaboration between government, industry, startups, and investors, as it unlocks a lot of potential for the startups in the form of visibility, access to networking, pitching, and also to raise funds. At the same time, for the industry to probably invest in potential ventures. So I welcome you all to Bangalore Tech Summit. Hope we all of us have a very meaningful and useful and rewarding participation. Thank you all. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to all of you, and thank you all for giving me this attention. Thank you.
Karnataka has always been the pioneer in terms of several initiatives which have set a benchmark in the entire country. Thank you, Dr. Manjula, for the opening remarks and contest setting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, STPI is also the co-host of the Bengaluru Tech Summit. I would request Shri Sanjay Tyagi, the director of STPI Bengaluru, for his address. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Shri Sanjay Tyagi.
Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Siddaramaiah ji, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, Dr. Shri D.K. Shivkumar ji, Shri M.B. Patil ji, Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Scale Industries and Infrastructure Development, Shri Priyank Kharge ji, Honorable Minister of Electronics and Information Technology. I would like to say hands-on information, the Minister of Electronics and Information Technology, Biotechnology and Rural Development, Panchayat Raj Government of Karnataka. Excellencies, captains of the industry, ladies and gentlemen, it's a proud privilege for me to standing over here and being the co-host of this event. STPI is the co-host of this event for last 28 years. And believe me, that being a director of STPI Bangalore is one of the most coveted posts in the entire country because you are working with such a wonderful ecosystem. STPI is under the Ministry of Electronics Information Technology, Government of India. We are implementing foreign trade policy of the Government of India, along with the various policies which has been envisaged by the Government of Karnataka. Why it is a coveted location? Because the 44% of the total exports from the country is being contributed by the Karnataka. That is why the 1700 STPI and the ESTP units under our umbrella is contributing 44% of the export of the country. The export in the 24-25 was 4.6 lakh crore, and it is able to create 1 million direct jobs and 2 million indirect jobs. And I'm very glad to tell you that the financial year of 25-26 will be far, far better than the last year, and we will be crossing 5.43 lakhs crores in 25-26. That comes out to somewhere $57 billion, which is actually increase our share in the national exports. So that's why STPI is playing a very significant role in implementing the government of India's GCC policy along with the state government. And I'm very glad to tell you that 30% of the GCC are present in Karnataka out of the entire, out of the nation. We are very grateful for the state government for bringing so many policies in the startup ecosystem. And LEAP is one of the policies which is being implemented by the Honorable IT Minister. And I've been told that there are many foreign universities. There is a Berkeley University who want to do this case study and to find out how this scheme is being implemented in such a wonderful way and transparent way. More than 1,000 startups have been nurtured by this, under this scheme, wherein 50 lakh rupees is being given a grant in aid to those startups. I congratulate the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister, Deputy CM, and the IT Minister for this wonderful initiative, sir. Thank you very much for this. STPI have also implemented one scheme known as India BPO scheme, which we have made for taking the industry to tier 2 and tier 3 cities. And that scheme have also been very, very successful in the state of Karnataka because of this ecosystem. As Dr. Manjula told, that they are setting a lot of center of excellence, center of entrepreneurship. STPI have also taken an initiative to set up 3 centers of entrepreneurship over here. One is being supported by Mr. Kharge and Government of Karnataka. That is into the efficiency augmentation. And we are very grateful for that. In entire country, we have set up 24 center of excellences, out of which 1,034 startups are right now being graduated and accelerated. Besides that, we are having a huge startup pavilion over here. And I will request to the Honorable Minister to visit that startup where we have brought 150 startups from all over the country, along with the KDEM. KDEM have also brought some 100 startups. So out of 500 startups, we are having 250 startups from STPI and KDEM, which makes it a wonderful place for all the investors to visit, all the mentors to visit, and look at them at the deep tech, deep tech startups which are flourishing in the state of Karnataka. This initiative, reflects our deep commitment towards making Bengaluru as a startup capital of India and hopefully of the world one day. We are also implementing a lot of policies of the electronic manufacturing cluster scheme of the Government of India, and those schemes are very successful because of the support of the Honorable Minister and the local government. And we once again thank for making us a co-host of this event. And I once again thank to the entire ecosystem for the Karnataka for making the IT industry so successful. Thank you very much.
Software Technology Parks of India has played a seminal role in establishing India as an information technology superpower. Thank you, Shri Sanjay Tyagi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have several international dignitaries gracing the occasion. First of all, I would request Lord Mayor Nicholas Risi, the Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Australia, to please come over here and address all of us. Put your hands together for Lord Mayor Nicholas Risi.
Thank you very much for that kind introduction. I won't go through all the acknowledgements of great people who are here today. There are just so many of you. But I will say a special g'day to Hilary McGeechee, who is the Australian Consul General here in Bangalore. Namaste. Welcome to all of you. I am very, very honoured to be here representing Melbourne, Victoria and Australia at this conference. We are extraordinarily proud of Australia's capabilities, which will be on show here at this extraordinary world-leading tech summit. I should say, on a personal note, that my dad was a pioneer here, coming from Australia to Karnataka in the 1990s, helping to bring technology from the automotive industry here and help step up some early technology businesses here. So he is very, very proud and pleased, I can tell you, that I am here today. I'm also very pleased to say that we have enormous representation here of Australian companies who have a very strong presence here in Karnataka, from ANZ Bank, Anko Kmart, National Australia Bank, Telstra, as well as the universities of Deakin and the University of La Trobe. Last night, I witnessed 5 product launches for new and emerging Australian companies, 2 of which are from my home city, My Gigsters and AssureDocs, all doing real business here in Karnataka and India. I also want to acknowledge that the La Trobe University has established an Australia-India Bio-Innovation Corridor with the Bengaluru Bio-Innovation Centre. The first cohort of winners was in Melbourne just last week, an extraordinary, talented group of people. On Saturday night in Melbourne, we had our Night of Nights, celebrating people doing great things in our city. One of the winners of that award was a company called AccuSensus. They are a road safety technology company that operates in Karnataka and in the city of Pune. AccuSensus uses road safety technology, AI, that picks up speeding, people not wearing seat belts, people using their phones when they are driving. And that technology is now being used here in India. Indeed, it has halved the number of road fatalities on the Mumbai-Pune Expressway. Indeed, this Australian business, a Melbourne business, is saving lives here in India. I'm pleased to say also that I'm the first Lord Mayor of Melbourne ever to visit Bengaluru. I'm proud to be joined by a very significant delegation, which includes Councillor Andrew Rouse and the Deputy Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Rashina Campbell. I know here in India you are very proud of the Indian diaspora and what they have accomplished around the world. Well, Rashina, stand up, Rashina, so everybody can see you. Rashina is the first Indian Australian to hold the position of Deputy Lord Mayor in our city, something which we are very pleased and very, very proud of. My message to you today is very simple. Australia is open for business, and we are reaching out to you, looking for new opportunities to cooperate and to collaborate. Australia, in fact, has now one of the world's biggest in-diasporas, over 1 million. In my city alone, over 400,000, close to 500,000 actually, people are Indian Australians. Melbourne is the biggest city in Australia now, having recently overtaken Sydney. We are the fastest growing city in Australia as well, and the fastest growing component of our city is our growing Indian community. A human bridge between Melbourne and Australia and India, which we want to foster and grow. So in conclusion, and I also should say that in Melbourne and in Victoria we have some extraordinary universities, and we're pleased to say that we now have leading universities that are delivering coursework under a partnership in India, as well as a result of our new national education plan. One of those alumni is indeed, who we are most proud of, is with us today, and that is Kiran Mazumdar Shaw. Give it up for Kiran, everybody. So in conclusion, let me say again that Melbourne is very much open for business. We live in a world where there is a lot of change happening. We are seeing new trade barriers go up, tariffs. That's not our approach in Australia. In Australia, we see opportunity, new opportunity, to engage like never before, whether that is tech businesses, biotech, students, visitors, people who want to start a new life as well. They are all very welcome in Australia, and we are here at this conference with the biggest delegation that we have ever brought from Australia to say we want to do business. We're reaching out like never before, and we very, very much look forward to the Bengaluru Tech Summit. Thank you very much, everybody. Dhanyavad. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I would request Mr. Rahul Sharanappa to please come over and give a memento to the esteemed personality, Lord Mayor Nicholas Rees. Well, building a human bridge between Australia and Karnataka. Let's give a round of applause. Thank you very much. We also have with us the Deputy Minister of Digitization Poland, Excellency Mr. Rafał Rosinski. I would request Mr. Rafał to please come over. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Excellency Mr. Rafał Rosinski.
Namaste, good morning. I would like to welcome all of you in my Polish language also. Dzień dobry. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to join you today at the Bangalore Tech Summit 2025. Here in this dynamic city, the heart of innovation in India and Asia. Let me first thank the government of Karnataka and the organizer for creating this truly global platform. With thousands of innovators, entrepreneurs, and researchers gathered under one roof, BTS 2025 is not only a showcase of technology, it's a celebration of human creativity. This year's theme, Futurize, reminds us that the future does not simply happen. We build it, and we must build it responsibly, inclusively, and together. As Minister of Digital Affairs, I see three priorities before us. First, to connect people, ensuring that digital transformation reaches every citizen and every community. Second, to collaborate across borders, because innovation grows stronger when nations share knowledge, talent, and trust. And third, to innovate responsibly, guided by ethics, transparency, and sustainability. Let us this summit to turn ideas into action and technology into progress that serves humanity. On behalf of my country, I congratulate the organizers and all participants. I wish you inspiring discussions, meaning partnership and lasting impact. With that, it's my pleasure to officially open BTS 2025. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you very much. I would once again request Mr. Rahul to please come back and give a memento to the team. Expressing happiness to be a part of this wonderful BTS 2025. Thank you, Excellency Mr. Rafał Rosinski. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I would request the Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Scale Industries and Infrastructure Development, Government of Karnataka, Shri M.B. Patil, to address all of us. Bandhugale swagatisi Shri M.B. Patil.
Good morning, namaste, namaskara. this great occasion of the inauguration of the 28th edition of Bangalore Tech Summit. Our Chief Minister, Sri Siddaramaiah ji, who inaugurated this great summit. Deputy Chief Minister, Sri D.K. Shivakumar, the man at the center stage today and the heart of this tech summit, our IT Minister, Sri Priyank Kharge ji, Sri Sharath Bachegowda, Chairman of QNX, Minister of Health and Care Services, Norway, His Excellency, Mr. Jan Christian Vestre, President of Bavarian State Parliament, Germany, His Excellency, Ms. Sainer, Deputy Ministers, Digital Affairs, Poland, His Excellency, Mr. Rafael Rosinski, Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Australia, Lord Mayor Nicholas Rees, Sri Chris Gopal Krishnaji, Dr. Kiran Majumdar Shah, Sri Prashant Prakash, Sri B.V. Naidu, Nasir Ahmad, our Chief Minister's Secretary, Advisor, and all the distinguished guests, Consul Generals of various countries, speakers, innovators, entrepreneurs, and partners of around the world. It gives me a great pride to be part of this Bangalore Tech Summit 2025, a platform that has, over the years, evolved into one of the most respected and globally relevant gatherings on innovation, technology, and the future of human progress. This year's theme, Futurize, aptly captures the spirit of the times. We are witnessing a shift where deep tech, artificial intelligence, biotech, and sustainability are converging to shape economies and societies alike. It is undeniable that our state is the talent engine of the tech economy in the country. It is home to over 800 research and development centers and 100+ chip design houses, and has nurtured over 18,300 startups. Many of them in the most cutting-edge areas of AI, deep tech, quantum computing, space tech, and so on. No wonder then that we top the India Innovation Index year after year. However, we know that we can't afford complacency. We have recently allocated 600 crores to back our entrepreneurs working in AI, ML, quantum computing, robotics, advanced manufacturing, and sustainability-focused innovation. My own department, the Industries Department, has been focused on attracting marquee leading tech investments across various sectors, whether this be the drones, semiconductor equipment, or solar ingots. We also emphasize heavily on Industry 5.0 and other cutting-edge practices. We are also setting up Queen City near Bengaluru, focused on knowledge, well-being, and innovation, a statement of our intention to foster and develop R&D across various sectors. We aim to provide a complete ecosystem within the earmarked 5,000 acres to enable entrepreneurs, scientists, and innovators. We have also demarcated a dedicated semiconductor park of 200 acres with all the facilities. This will also act as the center for all semiconductor innovation in the state and soon the country. We are serious about leading the next wave of innovation, particularly deep science and frontier technologies, from R&D parks to startup accelerators. We are strengthening the foundations for global innovations to thrive in Karnataka. We are also focused in preparing our young people for the industries of tomorrow. The most recent announcement regarding the establishment of a Center of Excellence on AI and Computing in Dharwad is a strong signal of this very intent. Our partnerships with industry and academia are creating job-ready programs in AI, ML, robotics, cybersecurity, and biotech, and embedding innovations into the core of our education system. Karnataka continues to lead with progressive policies in ESDM, mobility, biotech, and startup incubation. Our vision is not just to be India's innovation capital, but a trusted global partner in co-creating technological solutions. We are actively working with countries like Japan, the US, Germany, Singapore, and many other more countries, European countries, Australia to bring R&D investments and global best practice to Karnataka. As we begin this landmark edition of BTS 2025, I urge all participants to see Karnataka as more than a mere destination, but as a partner in technology, in innovation, and in shaping the future of the global economy. I once again congratulate my IT Minister, Sri Priyank Kharge, to hosting a wonderful event here, a world-class event in Bengaluru. Thank you. Bengaluru.
I would request Sri Sharad Kumar Bachegowda to please come over and give a memento to Sri M.B. Patil. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tremendous amount of investments coming into the large and medium industry sector and also for the infrastructure development. Let's give a round of applause and thank Sri M.B. Patil. Dhanyavadikalu, sir. At this juncture, I would request Excellency Ms. Ilse Aigner, President of the Bavarian State Parliament, Germany, to please come over and address all of us. Let's give a round of applause and welcome.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, namaste. Allow me to briefly introduce myself. I'm the President of the Bavarian Parliament, but previously I served as Federal Minister of Food and Agriculture and as Bavarian Minister of State for Economic Affairs, Energy and Technology. I'm currently here in Bengaluru on a delegation trip with the Presidium of the Bavarian State Parliament, and as a part of this trip, we have the opportunity to visit this impressive event, the Bengaluru Tech Summit 2025. First, let me express being in your city in the very first time. I'm really delighted to have the pleasure being here at the Bengaluru Tech Summit. I already learned a lot, and I will take quite a few memories back home. This Tech Summit is Karnataka's flagship event, a symbol of global excellence in the fields of innovation, digital transformation, and technological progress. Here, you don't just talk about future, you shape the future. From my time as Bavarian Minister of State and through my biography as an electrical engineer, I feel very connected to topics like innovation and entrepreneurship. In this context, I co-founded the Bits and Pretzels Founders Festival in Munich, a network summit for founders and investors, which has developed into the leading festival for the European startup scene. From this experience, I know how important platforms like this Tech Summit are for innovation and growth. And I have to say, this summit is beyond impressive. I want to extend warm greetings from the Free State of Bavaria and its parliament. We are proud to stand alongside our Indian friends and partners at this significant platform. The Bengaluru Tech Summit brings together visionaries, innovators, and policymakers from across the globe. So it is a must for us to be here, offer showcases and ignite projects, next steps, and new ideas. Allow me to take the opportunity to highlight the important role of the Bavaria India office, also known as Invest in Bavaria, located here in Bengaluru. Established in 2021, Invest in Bavaria is the official representation of the Free State of Bavaria in India. For more than 2 decades, this office has served as dynamic and effective bridge between Bavaria and India for trade, and investment and political cooperations. Today, hundreds of Indian companies operate in Bavaria, while many of our Bavarian global players have significant operations in India. Now, this is what I call success. However, thank you very much. However, ties between Karnataka and Bavaria are much stronger than business relationships. The parliamentary democracies, we share democratic values and principles and the freedom that comes with it. It is our common goal to strengthen and expand this connection as well. Bavaria is proud to participate at this summit. Our presence here reflects the importance of our global innovation partnerships. As a European leader in advanced technologies and applied research, Bavaria shares with Karnataka a common drive towards shaping future technologies that are sustainable, secure, and inclusive. In this spirit, I extend a warm invitation to Indian startups, scale-ups, and established enterprises to explore Bavaria as your gate to Europe. With our cutting-edge research institutions and our vibrant startup ecosystems, Bavaria offers Indian companies a perfect platform for global expansion and sustainable success. I would like to encourage you to get in touch with our office here for any information, assistance, or hopefully much more. Bavaria is ready for your business. Let me conclude by expressing my sincere appreciation to the government of Karnataka for its enduring partnership and friendship. Together, through forums as the BTS, we will continue to build bridges between our peoples, our economies, our democracies, and our shared future. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. I would request Shri Rahul Sharanappa to give a memento to Excellency Ms. Ilse Ainer, expressing total happiness for the presence, a strong bond between Karnataka and Germany. Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. Dhanyavadikalu. Thank you very much. I now request Excellency Mr. Jan Christian Vestre, the Minister of Health and Care Services, Norway, to please come over here and address all of us. Let's welcome Excellency Mr. Jan Christian Vestre.
So, Honorable Minister and Deputy Chief Minister, Minister Karge, Ministers, Excellencies, business partners, ladies and gentlemen, friends, Namaskara. It is with great honor I wish you all a very good morning here at the inauguration of the Bangalore Tech Summit. Shubh Hoda Ya. Today is the time to rise and to shine. Today is the time to shape tomorrow's world and to live up to the catchphrase of this Tech Summit, igniting Futurize. As Minister of Health and Care Services of Norway, I have to say I am deeply impressed by India's and yours developments and ambitions in digitalization and technology. You are actually leading the world here. Countries around the globe have taken notice at how India and this region has built out a fully digital public infrastructure. The way you have shown way in making services digital and bringing them seamlessly to people at population scale, the biggest in the world, is nothing short of incredible. The world, including Norway, has so much to learn from your solutions. Therefore, I am very delighted to be in Bangalore today to witness India's IT capital up front. The aim of the Norwegian government is also ambitious. We want to become the world's most digitalized country. And to get there, we need digitally transformation in our entire public sector. The healthcare sector is at the forefront. Achieving this ambition requires stronger governance and coordination across public sector. But friends, it also requires the best ideas, the foresighted minds. Global trends in communicable and non-communicable diseases, demography, an aging population, and climate change are significantly impacting our healthcare sectors. And this approach requires an acceleration of innovation and digitalization. We need to pursue sustainable solutions to promote a healthier population and to ensure robust and sustainable health service provision. Friends, we need to futurize. The key to success is within our great audience here today. I am most certain about that. Businesses are the backbone of our economies, our prosperity, and our future. Tomorrow's solutions are in your clever heads and hands. As the former Minister of Trade and Industry in Norway, I'm very proud that we concluded on the Trade and Economic Partnership Agreement between the EFTA countries, including Norway, and our beloved friends in India. This agreement with India is not only about trade, it is also about strengthening our strategic cooperation. In a turbulent world with geopolitical tensions, nothing could be more important. Norway, therefore, has a large business and government delegation to BTS this year. This is a testament that Norway is a true partner for India on the digital journey ahead of us. Friends, I invite all of you to take part in the Norway country session later today, titled Tech Solutions from the North, MedTech, Digitalization, and Cyber Security. So friends, I wish you every success in your endeavors here at the Bangalore Tech Summit. May we all rise to the occasion and may we all futurize. Nama, Bangalore, thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you very much. I would request Mr. Sri Rahul to please come back again and give him a minute. Well, another true partner for Karnataka in terms of growth and development. Let's give a round of applause and thank Excellency Sri Jan Christian Vestre. I would now request the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri D.K. Shivkumar, to please come over here and address all of us. Bandhugale, ಜೋರಾದ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ D.K. ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್, ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಉಪಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ.
Namaskar. Good morning. Good morning. Honorable Chief Minister Siddaramaiah ji, my colleague, who is the large-scale industries minister, Mr. M.B. Patil, the man of the day, who has bring an IT revolution again to Bangalore, Mr. Priyanka Kharge ji, His Excellency Mr. John Christ Wester, His Excellency Ayser Ager from Germany, His Excellency Rafael Rosaki, Lord Mayor from, I think, inaugurated this hall, great hall, Mr. Reis, Chris Gopal Krishna ji, Kiran Muzafzar ji, Prashant Kishore, my colleague Sharat Bachegoda, and all the consulates, ambassadors, dignitaries, industry leaders, innovators, change makers, and my friends. It is my privilege to welcome all of you to Bangalore Tech Summit today under the inspiring theme of Futurize. Futurize is not a slogan. It is a change It is a call of action, a commitment to anticipate change, innovation to build the foundation of tomorrow and today. You all have made Karnataka and Bangalore proud for coming here. The success of Bangalore lies on the confidence you have restored on us today being participate on this great event. Today I stand before you not only as the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, but as a voice of every participant, partnership, every investment, and every voice of the idea which you are here that can shape a better global future for the right here in Karnataka. This Bangalore Tech Summit 2025, as my friend said, the 28th edition of the flagship IT event of Karnataka, is started in 1998. And I was also the minister at S.M. Krishna's regime who laid the foundation on 99 to 2004. Then I was the urban development minister during Krishnaji's time, who played a part in shaping the prestigious event. Bangalore Tech Summit is in Asia is one of the largest in the world, as you have agreed. Many of you acknowledged this event reinforces Bangalore's position as the IT capital of the world. For the first time, the event has moved from Bangalore Palace to this Bangalore International Exhibition Center. I'm very happy 25 years back, I only gave this license to start this great center. At that point of time, I was in the UD ministry. But today, 16 nations are participating in this event. All the 30 states from all over the country have been participating, and we have 1,200 exhibitors, 15,000 delegates, 10,000 startups, and more than 60,000 attendees are on the way to participate in the next 3 days. We are expecting about 550 speakers all over the world to participate in this event. Karnataka rise an IT powerhouse in neither is not an accident nor a coincidence. Incentive from the government, from the private sector has made Karnataka what is today. Karnataka, as my friend said, that this is the state where the new IT policy was first started in this country. Karnataka also started the first IT department. Bangalore is next largest city. It is an idea, it is a movement, and an ever-evolving engine of transformation, as my global leaders who just said, commented on Bangalore. Often we refer this as the garden city. Today, you know that it is not only a Silicon Valley of India and the startup capital of Asia. Bangalore stands convenient and heritage with the high-tech culture and cosmopolitan traditions and transformation. At the same time, I think you all agree that this is a city with health and education only. As you know that in education, my secretary was telling you about the number of engineering college, number of IT professions which we are producing every year. In Bangalore, we have more than, the population of Bangalore is 25 lakhs of IT professionals. 13 lakh are there in California. You imagine the strength of quality IT professional. Though our population is 1.4 crores, almost 20% IT professional stands in this country and in this city, which we are proud. Today you are looking at many of the friends from global are inviting all of us, all of you to be a part of this event. Many world leaders have come to Bangalore. Instead of going to Delhi, the prime ministers have said that the world leaders have come to Bangalore, then going to Delhi. This shows the confidence which you have shown to this garden city. The city is not only, my chief minister was telling to one of my friends as we entered, welcome to the, what you said, this, the weather, the culture, and he was telling that this is the city with great, I think, the air-conditioned city, the entire city, connecting to other part. So Bangalore has more than 400 RD and centers which is here. The presence of 500 Fortune companies in income, or 12,000 active startups, making it one of the densest startup of the hubs globally. This city contributes over 40%, as all my friends said, more than 40 to 44% of the Indian software exports. I don't want to tell much more on Bangalore. You all know Bangalore well. But one thing I would like to tell you, technology and talent are the Bangalore twin pillars. Bangalore's strength lies just in infrastructure and policy initiatives. You know that I would like to tell you, we have more number of engineering colleges, more number of paramedical, we have more number of medical colleges, and a great talent pool very long back. We have, there is no surprise that all the the top 5 AI talented cities in the world, this is there. We recognize talent, technology, innovation, investment, flourish only in the foundation are strong. That is why our government is accelerating infrastructure at high speed. But one thing I would like to tell you, that we know that you have trust in us. You have come to Bangalore, you have belief in us. We know that what is your problem. We are there, we are coming out with the greatest one of the infrastructure in these recent times. We are investing more than 1.5 lakh crores for the development of various infrastructure on mobility and various things. We know that we are coming out with about 41 kilometers of double-decker, twin tunnel, elevated corridor, buffer roads, and Bangalore business corridor, about 131 2 kilometers, to see that this traffic will come down. Anyway, be confident in order to help us and coordinate. Again, we are looking out in the next year. We are starting with a NRI. The government is starting up with a separate secretariat for the NRI investment, which globally many leaders are meeting me every day. We are coming out and developing the world-class city near Biddi with a AI city also. Lot of leaders are discussing on that. We are building an second international airport at the south of Bangalore. Already my industries minister is working out on that. There are no other city to match Bangalore at weather and culture. Anyway, I don't like too much things. This is I am meeting many bankers, meeting many fund creators, they are coming to us to help us, to fund us. That is why, because we have a great strength in every matter. The world leaders, the business leaders, ambassadors are meeting me regularly and presenting away their about importance of this city. Setting up in the intention of to settle down in Bangalore. Many of them want to settle back in Bangalore. As you said that we all are coming with a special policy to give more importance to, again I would like to tell you, we are coming out with a new policy for rural children, that the CSR, I would like to request all the industries leaders we are here, we are coming out with the new policy on CR, that we want to see that the rural education will grow a bit stronger apart from the city. I think you all should help us on this regime, so that as we have to move to the second tier and the third tier city for the better growth. Anyway, let us build the future where technology and creativity and extend all possible support for the mutual growth. Let us join together, make everyone strong. I believe that if you are strong, we are strong. We all are looking forward for a mutual cooperation. Let us all work together for a better Bangalore and better Karnataka and better India. Once again, we will be there. We want all of your suggestion, cooperation in the discussion. I think many speakers will then come out. Our leaders will take note of this. Let us all join together. I always tell that joining together is the beginning. Thinking together is the progress. Working together is the success. I hope that let us all work together to make Karnataka and India proud. Thank you. And once again, I would like to assure you, this is your city. Your city. We are on the globe. We want to compete on globally. We want global leaders to be in Bangalore. We want global issues to be shared here. And this is your city which you can grow and make strong. Thank you once again. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. I would request the Honorable Minister, Shri Priyank Kharge, to kindly come over and give a memento to the highly dynamic Shri D.K. Shivkumarji. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Karnataka is indeed the place to be. Let's give a round of applause and thank Shri D.K. Shivkumar, sir. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Karnataka today marks a historic milestone in its digital democracy momentum. We have an affordable, open source, and energy efficient solution designed to empower every citizen. You must be wondering what I'm talking. Well, I'll not keep you waiting for long. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Namaskaram. Karnataka is writing a bold new chapter in India's deep tech journey. In a landmark move to bridge the digital divide and democratize computing, the government of Karnataka, in collaboration with semiconductor partners and AI-first system integrator, proudly unveils Kio. Kio is knowledge-driven, economical, and open source. It is an affordable AI-powered personal computer built on India's own RISC-V application processor. Designed in Karnataka, developed in Karnataka, the Kio personal computer reflects the state's commitment to inclusive innovation and accessible computing at the grassroots. By delivering cost-effective AI hardware, this initiative further strengthens Karnataka's position as a nerve center of India's semiconductor and AI ecosystems. Kio showcases how Department of Electronics, Information Technology, and Biotechnology are partnering with disruptive startups to build technology that is scalable and meaningful for a future-ready talent. Kio is proof of what becomes possible when policy meets local innovations, bringing affordable and intelligent computing within the reach of every student, engineer, creator, disruptor, and enterprise.
Kionix was founded with the intention of being a global beacon of electronic innovation. Leaning into this heritage, we have now purpose-built the Kio for providing an affordable mass computing solution for all. Built from the ground up, the ethos of Kio is open source. Open source RISC-V based system on chip, open source Linux-based operating system, learning, programming, productivity, and creativity tools. Kio is India's most affordable PC with an AI core, meaning AI can now be deployed at the edge and available to all. In a first of its kind, we have created Budh, an AI agent trained on Karnataka's state education, research, and training syllabus, working locally without any need to access the internet. Kio can be deployed across verticals such as primary education, institutions of higher learning, small businesses, startups, government offices, and even homes. After several form factor and hardware iterations and multiple software optimizations, Kio comes fully loaded with state-of-the-art memory and RAM, 4G, Wi-Fi and Ethernet, USB A and C ports, HDMI and audio jack connectivity. All features of a computer in a compact form factor at the most affordable price.
I would now request the Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Siddaramaiah, Honorable DCM, Shri D.K. Shivkumar, Shri M.B. Patil, Shri Priyank Kharge, Shri Sharath Kumar Bachigowda, Madam Manjula, Shri Rahul to please come over here for the KEO device launch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's preloaded with Ubuntu operating system, productivity tools, programming tools, chatbot, and learning platforms. It creates low-cost solution while multi-mode connectivity and seamless over-the-air updates. This initiative is more than a technological breakthrough. It is a social commitment to democratize access to computing. Across Karnataka's schools, institutions, small businesses, startups and government citizen services, especially in rural and remote regions, and I'm not able to understand the mute silence in the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, put your hands together. This is another major pioneering initiative by the government of Karnataka. We request all the dignitaries to kindly stay back, sir. Kindly stay back, sir. Yes, we also have a couple of felicitation of founders of recently listed unicorn IPOs. Sir, all the dignitaries, kindly stay back, sir. Sir, M.V. Patil, sir. So please stay back for a few more things, sir. I would request the Honorable CM also to please stay back because we have we now have the felicitation of founders of recently listed unicorn IPOs. I would like to call upon Mr. Harsh Jain, co-founder of Grow, to please come over and accept the felicitation. Put your hands together. Request Mr. Harsh Jain to please come over, put your hands together. And yes, indeed, founded in Bengaluru by Lalit. In fact, Grow has been a digital-first investment platform offering stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, and achieved IPO status and listed on 12th November 2025, rapidly gained scale through retail, investor focus, and technology-driven growth, and recognized as a significant player in India's investment ecosystem. Let's hear it for Grow. The name itself suggests Grow. Thank you very much. We now have another felicitation. I would request Mr. Tarun Mehta, co-founder, Aether Energy, to please come over. Mr. Tarun Mehta, yeah. Put your hands together for Aether Energy, founded in Bengaluru in 2013 by Tarun Mehta and Swapnil Jain. Designs and manufactures smart electric two-wheelers, charging infrastructure and software services. Achieved IPO status and listed on 6th of May 2025, positioned as a key leader in India's mobility transition toward electric vehicles. Let's give a huge round of applause. This combines innovation, manufacturing, and software to shape the future of transport. Thank you very much. And now we have one more recognition of recognizing 25 years of excellence for Bosch Global Software Technologies. I would request Mr. Dattatri Salagame, Managing Director, CEO of Bosch Global Software, to please come over here and accept the felicitation. Established in Bengaluru in 1997, serving as the largest software and R&D center of the Bosch Group, it employs 23,000 professionals globally, and still we don't want to clap, making it a major hub for software-led engineering and digital innovation. Completed 25 years in India, marking a significant milestone of innovation, engineering excellence, and industry impact. It's recognized as a trusted partner for building scalable, intelligent, and future-ready digital solutions that support global business transformation. Congratulations to Bosch. I would now request Chris Gopalakrishnan, Madam Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, and Prashant Prakash to please come over for the next event. No, yeah, okay, to be here. And this now, we move on to the Karnataka State IT Policy and Space Tech Policy. First of all, I would request the Honorable Chief Minister kindly release the Karnataka State IT Policy, which sets a bold vision to retain the state's leadership in pioneering AI capabilities and other emerging technologies while fostering balanced regional development. This policy aims to significantly expand the IT sector's contribution to the gross state value added from 26% to 36%, creation of 90+ lakh jobs, growth of software exports to 11.5 lakh crores by 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, Karnataka State IT Policy 2025 to 2030. It's indeed a bold vision and another pioneering initiative by the government of Karnataka, setting the tone for the entire country. We also have a space tech policy for 2025-2030. Karnataka has long been the center of India's space journey, hosting ISRO, DRDO, CPSEs, and startups. I would request the Honorable Chief Minister and dignitaries to kindly release the space tech policy 2025-2030. Bengaluru in Karnataka is widely recognized as the leading space tech innovation and entrepreneurship hub in South and Southeast Asia. The state targets training 50,000 learners, attracting $3 billion investments, and establishing space manufacturing and testing facilities. Ladies and gentlemen, please note the goal is to enable global competitiveness, strengthen startups and MSMEs, and achieve 50% share of India's space tech market by 2033. Let's give a round of applause for this another major initiative. We'd request all the dignitaries to get back. I'd request the Honorable CM to kindly stay back. Request all the dignitaries to kindly take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed my privilege and pleasure to request the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka in a short while from now, in a few moments from now, to address all of us. ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಿ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ.
Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, Sri D.K. Shivkumar, Honorable Minister of Large and Medium Industries and Infrastructure Development, Government of Karnataka, Sri M.B. Patil, Honorable Minister of Electronics, IT and BT, Rural Development and Panchayat Raj, Government of Karnataka, Sri Priyank Karge, Honorable Minister of Health and Care Services, Norway, Mr. Jan Christian Westre, Honorable President of the Bavarian State Parliament, Germany, Ms. Heiner, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Digital Affairs, Poland, Mr. Rafal Rosinski, Honorable Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Australia, Lord Mayor Nicholas Rees, Chairman, Karnataka Vision Group on IT and Electronics and co-founder Infosys, Sri Chris Gopalakrishna, Chairperson of Karnataka Vision Group on Biotic and Executive Chairperson, Biocon Limited, Bengaluru, Dr. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, Chairperson of Karnataka Vision Group on Startups and founding partner, Sri Prashant Prakash, Chairman of QNX, Sri Sharat Kumar Bachegowda, and member of the Legislative Assembly,
Sri Nasir Ahmad, Political Secretary to Chief Minister, Director General of Software Technology Parks of India, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, Sri Arvind Kumar, Chairman of Karnataka Digital Economy Mission, Sri V4NEWS, all officers of the state, dignitaries from India and abroad, distinguished industry leaders, global investors, academics, founders, innovators, and every one of you gathered here today. Friends from media, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. It is my profound privilege to welcome you all to the 28th edition of the Bengaluru Tech Summit, Karnataka flagship global celebration of innovation, technology, and future thinking. On behalf of the people of Karnataka and our government, I extend warm greetings to every delegate who has traveled from across India and the world to join us here in Bengaluru. This is an extraordinary gathering of visionaries, creators, and change makers who are here to build a future that is smarter, inclusive, and transformative. For nearly 3 decades, the Bengaluru Tech Summit has been beacon for the world peace where ideas take flight, where technologies emerge, converge, where partnerships are forged, and where the world looks to understand where the future is headed. The Bengaluru Tech Summit 2025 is more than an event. It is a global stage for ideas, investment, innovation, and transformation. Hosted at the expansive Bengaluru International Exhibition Center from 2018 to 20th November, this edition ushers in bold new chapter. This year's theme, Futurize, to shape the unknown scale, the unimaginable, and shift the world forward, captures the essence of your collective mission. And the theme, Bengaluru Tech Summit 2025, brings together the 9 defining tracks present the frontier of global innovation. Across these tracks, more than 600 global speakers, 1,200 plus exhibitors, 60 plus country delegations, and thousands of innovators will define what the next decade of technology will look like, and just for Karnataka or India, but for the entire world. Bengaluru Tech Summit 2025 is a stage of transformation. It links academia to industry, it links startup to investors, it links frontier to research to policymakers, it links global markets to Karnataka's deep reservoir of intellectual and entrepreneurial talent. With Futurize, we reaffirm our belief that technology must drive social good, economic justice, sustainable development, inclusion, and prosperity for all. As we stand ahead of the next digital revolution, driven by artificial intelligence, quantum, biotech, space, and green tech, Bengaluru Tech Summit 2005 is Karnataka's invitation to the world to create future that is bold, humane, and transformative. For decades, Bengaluru has been celebrated as the Silicon Valley of India, but today it stands as something much larger, a global epicenter of innovation, talent, research, and technological leadership. Karnataka's rise as a technology powerhouse is no accident. It is the result of every visionary policies, deep institutional strength, and an ecosystem that nurtures creativity and excellence at every stage. Karnataka is powered by one of the world's strongest knowledge ecosystems. We are home to 85 universities, 243 engineering colleges, and nearly 1,800 ITIs. The state's workforce demonstrates a low unemployment rate of 4.3%, highlighting productivity and employability. Our city hosts premier institutions such as IIC, IIM, IIT, NCBS, GNCSR, NIMANS, DRDO labs, ISRO centers, and several world-class private universities, creating an unparalleled intellectual ecosystem. Bengaluru has become synonymous with entrepreneurial energy. Karnataka is home to over 16,000 startups, and the state accounts for nearly 47% of India's total startup funding. Karnataka is India's largest R&D and product development hub. We contribute 42% of India's IT exports, valued at 3.2 lakh crore, growing at rapid 27% on year. The state hosts more than 550 global capability centers, which is nearly 1/3 of India's total. Over 400 of the Fortune 500 companies have operation in Bengaluru. Bengaluru is also a hub for semiconductors, aerospace, defense, biotech, electronics, manufacturing, animation, and gaming, and deep tech. When global innovation finds a home in Bengaluru and Karnataka, it scales up for the world. Karnataka has always led India in policy innovation too. We launched India's first IT policy in 1997 and continue this leadership with new policies. At this summit, we are also taking historic step with the launch of 3 transformative policies in Karnataka: Information Technology Policy 2025-2030, the Space Tech Policy 2025-2030, and the Startup Policy 2025-2030. With this data-driven, emerging technology ready, Karnataka Information Technology Policy 2025-2030, we aim to transform the state into a global destination for innovation and deep tech. With the tech policy 2025-2030, we aim to position Karnataka as India's leading space technology hub, capturing 50% of the national market and 5% globally by 2034. The new startup policy is being launched, and this policy aims to enable the creation of 25,000 startups over the next 5 years through strategic interventions in funding, market success, infrastructure, talent, development, and social inclusion. This forward-looking governance enhances Karnataka's competitiveness in rapidly evolving global tech landscape. Investors repeatedly choose Karnataka for its stability and predictability. We remain one of India's top states for FDI inflows global partnerships and multinational investments. The ecosystem blends world-class engineering, transparent policy, strong IP culture, and vibrant global communities. Our business environment is supported by top-tier legal, financial, and technical expertise, along with strong global connectivity. Above all, Bengaluru's temperate climate, multicultural character, and open civic culture attract people from across the world. Simply put, Karnataka offers everything business requires, from research to markets, from infrastructure to talent. Innovation thrives where quality of life thrives. Karnataka is not simply participating in the global tech revolution, it is leading it. Our commitment also extends to building future-ready infrastructure for deep science and advanced engineering. We have established centers of excellence in artificial intelligence, cyber security, data science, animation, and robotics. Karnataka is the first state in India to launch a dedicated roadmap for quantum technologies. A defining feature of our approach is inclusivity. Through the Beyond Bengaluru initiative, we are consciously decentralizing our technology economy by developing Tier 2 cities as the next generation innovation clusters. This is not merely an economic strategy, it is a commitment to equitable growth. Every district in Karnataka must have access to the opportunities of the digital age. Every young person, whether in metro or small town, should have the chance to build a career in high-value technology and research. At the heart of our governance model is a commitment to transparency, friendship, predictability, and stability. Karnataka continues to be India's most trusted destination for investors because our policies are clear, our approvals are streamlined, and our regulatory environment is built on trust. Companies that come to Karnataka know that they are not merely investing in a location, they are partnering with a state that understands technology, respects talent, and stands firmly for long-term progress. Our message to the world is simple and sincere, and Government of Karnataka is here to support you. Whether you are a global company seeking to establish an R&D center, a startup building your first prototype, and academician conducting frontier research, or an investor searching for transformative ideas, Karnataka is our home. We will provide the infrastructure, the skills, the policy environment, the talent pipeline, and above all, the confidence that your ambition will find every possible support here. I call upon every innovator, researcher, founder, investor, student, and leader gathered here to join us in shaping the future. Let us work together to ensure that artificial intelligence becomes a force for inclusion, that quantum technologies unlock new frontiers of science, that biotechnology and space tech push the boundaries of human progress, and that deep tech solutions address the biggest challenges of our time. And to the people of Karnataka, your energy, your creativity, and your aspirations are the cornerstone of our technological journey. This summit, the future it represents, belongs to you. Let us use the next 3 days to connect, co-create, and commit ourselves to shared mission to futurize our world and build a tomorrow that is more advanced and more inclusive and more humane. With that resolve, I am honored to declare the Bengaluru Tech Summit 2025 open. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka. Thank you all.
I would request Shri Priyank Kharge to kindly come over and give a memento to the Honorable Chief Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause and thank the Honorable Chief Minister Shri Siddaramaiah for a highly inspiring and motivating remarks. And the next 3 days will be fruitful towards making the sector stronger, bigger and better. Request the entire audience to kindly stay back, the international dignitaries to please stay back, because for the next 30 minutes we are going to have a power-packed plenary which involves Shri Priyank Kharge, Dr. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, Shri Chris Gopalakrishnan, Shri Prashant Prakash, and moderated by Shri Lingaraju Saukar. So request all of you to kindly be in your seats, because that is the inaugural plenary, the high-impact inaugural session. The plenary will unfold in a few moments from now. We would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Siddaramaiah, the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri D.K. Shiv Kumar, the Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Industries and Infrastructure Development, Shri M.B. Patil. Shri Priyank Kharge will come back in a few moments. Request all of you to kindly be in your seats. The high-impact plenary in a short while from now will bring together the chairs of Karnataka's vision groups with the Honorable Minister Shri Kharge, Priyank Kharge, to discuss how India can accelerate beyond incremental progress and move towards breakthrough, pole vaulting growth. The conversation will explore bold strategies, sectoral priorities, policy enablers, and innovation pathways that can position Karnataka and India as a global leader in technology, entrepreneurship, and future-ready development. Which would probably motivate all of us for further innovation and growth. So request our esteemed audience, you have been very cooperative right now. Request all of you to please stay back, as the inaugural session will be over in the next 30 minutes with the interesting conversation in a short while from now involving the Honorable Minister Shri Priyank Kharge, Dr. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, Shri Chris Gopalakrishnan, Shri Prashant Prakash, and will be moderated by Shri Lingaraju Saukar, the President of Kindrel India. Request all of you to stay back. Before the for the benefit of our friends from media. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the display of the device. This was the device which was launched a few minutes earlier by the Honorable CM. We have the device once again for all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are settling down in your seats, please put your hands together and take your seats. Request the Power Pack panel to take your seats. I would request the audience to take your seats. Please do not occupy the space on either side of the stage. Request you to take your seats. Well, India futurizes from leapfrogging to pole vaulting, the inaugural plenary. This will be moderated by Shri Lingaraj Saukar, one of Karnataka's enterprise leaders and president of Kyndryl, a 15 billion startup. In the interest of time, Mr. Saukar, it's all yours.
Okay. It's on, okay. Can we settle down, please? And it's really wonderful to be back on this fascinating panel. The last time, the theme on this panel was Unbound, and Unbound was about celebrating Karnataka's enduring leadership. And with this year, getting into pole vaulting is about unleashing our ambition. So it's a logical flow from where we go to. And again, beautiful session with BTS 2025 on announcing the various policies, really very good. So in the interest of time, let's get clearly started off with you, Minister Priyank, clearly being at the helm of policies, bringing out all the right policies across, and more importantly, making Bangalore, Karnataka as a destination place for various investments across. You've been a very strong advocate on the policy part of it. From maintaining Karnataka's lead as a laboratory for innovation, what policies and economic enablers do you see can help transform us into the next level from your perspective?
Well, I think firstly, we need to devise policies where investments don't come toward, where talent doesn't go towards investment, investment comes towards talent. And Karnataka has a great talent base everywhere. And that's why a few months back, we have announced the LEAP program, that's the Local Economic Accelerator Program. So in this program, we are figuring out the cluster strength. So we have designated Manipal, Udupi, Mangaluru as a cluster, Hubli, Belagavi, Dharwad as a cluster, Bengaluru Rural, Mysuru as a cluster, Kalburgi as one cluster, Raichur as a cluster. And what is the demographic dividend we have there, the talent pool that is available there, and what sector can we disrupt there? So based on that, we are ensuring, we are accentuating, we are accelerating technology there. So in IIIT Dharwad, just 2 days back, we announced Deftronics as well as Quantum. In Kalburgi, we announced the Agriculture Accelerator Program, Mangaluru, we announced the Center of Excellence for Marine Biotech. So I think that if we want to pole vault, we need to create these local economic engines for innovation, for invention. So build a solid base of skills, top it up with accelerators, top that up with centers of excellence, top that up with budget, and top that up with policies. I think when we do this, we will be able to ensure that innovations and inventions happen across Karnataka. We'll be able to get the right talent to invent and innovate, not just for Karnataka, but for the world as well. So I think that is something that the government of Karnataka has taken extremely seriously, the LEAP program. And probably in a year or two, you will see great results coming out from our initiative of Beyond Bengaluru.
I think very well put across that it's not one piece of it, but it's a layered approach of how, right from the foundational level, as we go to the top. So Chris, if I may pick up from this point about pole vaulting Karnataka, pole vaulting things across. I think you've always been a strong proponent that, look, we got to move from being implementers of others' ideas to becoming inventors. And you very clearly see that, look, there are these new spaces in quantum AI where nobody's a leader yet, and that's a space with which we can. So would like to get your views on that and how you see that as an art of possible for us here.
So we have the largest talent base in the country when it comes to technology. But this talent has to now reimagine the role that they're going to play from a services-led growth to a product-led growth. Now, this is necessary for Karnataka. You know, Minister Karge already talked about each city, each location taking responsibility for a particular area. So, with that in mind, our professionals will have to think about what are the white spaces in these areas and how can they build products in those areas where nobody is yet a leader, but we can now become a leader. Second thing is our IT professionals will have to think about collaborating across the value chain, not just in their own organization, but they need to work with the research ecosystem, they need to work with the startup ecosystem, they can act as investors, mentors, founders, employee, many roles are there. So they need to make sure that they actively participate in creating that complete value chain in Karnataka, not let some other region or state take part in that at this point. And last but not the least, I would say that jobs are changing and jobs will continue to evolve, change, and we have to make sure that we stay relevant. We have to be retrained. We have to make sure that we have a role to play in making this happen. So the three things that I talk about are, how do you create a product-led economy within Karnataka, the white spaces that you have? How do you collaborate across the value chain from all the way to research to innovation to entrepreneurship? And last but not the least, how do you stay relevant?
I think you spoke about product, and I'll come to Prashant, but before that, Kiran, to you, right? I think with the convergence of biotechnology, computation, and engineering all happening close by, you're very passionate about this with bio-digital sovereignty as an area. And from your point of view and your vantage point, how do you see that we should not miss this wave, but actually not just create, but ride the wave of this area?
So first and foremost, I think it is well recognized the world over that the future of biology is computational. And Karnataka had the vision to create the Institute of Biotechnology and Bioinformatics and Applied Biotechnology 25 years ago as an institute that was going to focus on computational biology. And I think that investment, that vision has paid off big time for us, because today IBAB is considered a center of excellence, not just in Karnataka, but in the country. And I think we should keep investing in now this sector in a big way, because we have the unique opportunity of combining IT and biotech in a futuristic way. And I think investing in bio-IT or computational biology or quantum biology is going to make us lead globally. So to me, the opportunity we have in Karnataka, in India, is to double down on ensuring that we get deeper and deeper insights into biology through these AI, computational biological models, data science, etc., etc. And what better place than Bangalore to do all this? And we already have a number of companies who are already beginning to invest in this sector, and we should support them. And I think Karnataka has played a very important role in supporting these nascent companies that have already initiated a lot of active work in this area. I must remind you that even Art Park is focusing on computational biology-based startups. And, the CRISPR bits technology has also come out of this understanding. And I think if you think about the fact that Strand Genomics was one of the very early startups in India that focused on genomics and the power of IT to deliver on genomics, tells you that the mindset is there, the thinking is there, but we now need to invest big time to get that going. Every company today in the world which operates in the biopharma, biotech space cannot succeed without embedding AI, without embedding deep tech in whatever it's doing. Today, the kind of deep insights we are getting into biotech and biology is something mind-boggling. And I think without that, you will, and actually with it, you will be innovating in a transformational way and in an exponential way. And I think that's what we should be focusing on. I know that in our own company, we are really, really beginning to invest big time in deep tech and, computational systems. So I think this is a unique opportunity, and I think our biggest competition is China. I think Chinese companies have already started investing in this area. And I think we as a country must take that risk, because risk is the biggest deterrent of investing in these new areas. And we have the boldness, we can take affordable risk, because whatever we do in India is very competitive when it comes to cost of investing in this kind of risk. That's my view.
Thank you. I think from laying out that look, it's not really starting off now, but it's been there before as a foundational layer by the institutions, and building on top of that.
And we have the at-scale data that we must collect and leverage and convert into IP.
Absolutely. Thank you. So with that, getting on to you, Prashant, clearly you're a firm believer of capital following clarity of vision. And with that as a backdrop, it's sort of a counter question to you, right? Do you really believe, and do you believe that India's startup ecosystem is ready to pole vault into creating IP, which is where our focus has to go, especially in ventures around deep tech, synthetic biology, dev tech, and many of those areas? What's your view on that, Prashant?
Yeah, I think just taking from where Chris was talking about India's capability to transform itself from just coding to product creation, I think our entrepreneurs today are able to become innovators and are going beyond just building apps for urban convenience. I mean, we have built enough convenience apps for our cities, but I think what we really need now is capabilities that give our nation leverage and the ability to use our sovereign capabilities, not only just in biology, could be in defense, could be in semiconductors, space tech, across the board. And these were areas that startups were not necessarily there. But I think the policies that the government has done has built those bridges between ISRO and startups, the space tech policy. In electronics, the policy, and in defense, the ability to now 30% of all defense budgets are going to be electronic, something to do with AI and tech. Autonomous technologies are going to overtake most of traditional defense tech. And for that, I don't think there's anything better than startups to be able to build these technologies. Now, when you talk about pole vaulting, one of the biggest advantages we have, and Kiran spoke about that, the momentum we are able to build in product innovation through frugality. And I think that is going to be a major element of our, our startup ecosystem. The second aspect is I think we have used Jugaad for so many things. I think where we have not used Jugaad is for our IP. So I think the new RDI scheme and a lot of the initiatives from our state actually give startups the capabilities to land global IP from anywhere in the world into India and replicate it here. I think we don't have another 10 years to build all the IP and all the academic capabilities for this. I think what we have is very ingenious and very capable startup entrepreneurs who'll be able to accelerate and build this as a lab for innovation by leveraging global IP. And I think this is what will make a big difference. So the speed with which you saw startups adopt and deliver everything in 10 minutes to your home, by the way, that 10-minute delivery at home does not happen anywhere else in the world, only in India. I think we have similar capabilities that we need to apply for deep domain areas and IP that is going to leverage the startup entrepreneur being able to leverage global IP and frugality in India.
I think connecting what Chris said about from services to product and the way you spoke about, look, we have to move. We've done great work in delivery of services or to the homes, but now through apps, we're now getting to real product engineering. I think I want to go back to one, double click on what you said, Minister Priyank, which is about the demographic, getting investment to where the talent is and linking that back to the demographic dividend that India really has. You've championed programs like Yuva Yuga and Future Skills and many of those areas. So what are the top two changes that we must need to bring to India's education to employment as a thought process, if you want to take that as an area?
Well, that's a very difficult question to answer because the technology is changing so dynamically. We are unable to keep up. It's just not Karnataka or India, anywhere in the world. But what we have done is to ensure that we don't miss out the emerging technology skill sets. We have formed a small council, which is headed by me and the skill minister, to figure out where each sector is headed with respect to their skill sets. So it could be cybersecurity, it could be financial services, bioengineering. So we are talking to over 200 industries and getting their feedback on what could be the possible skill sets that might be needed for the next 10 years. So like you said, the Yuva Yuga program was earlier. That got disrupted. Now we have the Nipuna program, wherein we are spending more than 300 crores on reskilling and upskilling people in emerging technologies. So we are talking to industry, we are talking to different sectors, we are trying to understand where they are headed and what is it that we could do to ensure that their talent that they already have stays relevant, number one. Number two, what is it that we could do to ensure our current crop who are in the universities are more employable than ever before. So the idea is to skill locally so that they can work globally. Our talent is no more limited only to the Karnataka ecosystem or the Indian ecosystem. I'm sure that whenever you speak to any of your colleagues abroad, where your CEOs, CTOs, everybody is looking for talent. When I speak to ambassadors, when I speak to consul generals, they're all saying they're looking for skilled people. And the government of Karnataka understands this and is ensuring that we bridge this gap as quickly as possible. Because if I try to put it through the academic council, through a group of experts, it's going to take me at least a year or so. By the time the academic council vets it, evaluates it, comes back, you cannot do it this academic year, sir, we'll take it up next academic year. One academic year is 4 financial quarters. So
that disruption is something that I, as IT minister or as an industry, industry minister, cannot wait for. So we have brought in these quick fixes, which are ensuring that we deliver employable skill sets in emerging technologies along with our industry partners. For the first time, we are allowing CSR money and the corporate development fund along with the government fund to come in. So it's just not that we are just making a policy by isolating the industry. We are working with the industry. We are putting our money in it. We are asking them to put their money in it. We are asking them what kind of disruption they are expecting and how do we correct that disruption in talent. So yeah, we are pretty hands-on on that.
I think very clearly when you speak about this, you can connect back to the good work that's happened by the government in bringing industry, academia, and the policymakers, all of them together, and having them do give the inputs of what's the right thing. So building on that team, talking about industry and academia, Kiran, and following that, Chris, to you is like, how do we move from this? How do we build on from the mindset of problem solving to problem defining, and then how do we get the industry, academia to go to the next level of mentorship and so on? Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I think, we have to be very relevant in terms of the education we provide. And I think Karnataka government has actually got the right attitude to really make sure that our education stays relevant and stays relevant in terms of building skills and employable skills. That's very important. Now, I think the public-private partnership and the academia-industry partnerships, I think, are really, really beginning to become very visible. And what we need to make sure is that we create an enabling environment where we cut out all the kind of what the minister described as the bureaucracy that is involved in shaping our curriculum for the future. Time is not standing still. Technology is not waiting. And we have to make sure that we are absolutely cutting edge. So I think getting into these partnerships is very, very key. I know that we ourselves are working very closely with the Karnataka government. Project-based learning, internship-based education, all this is going to be extremely important where industry opens up its doors to academic institutions and to students, and most importantly to teachers and faculty, to come and understand what's going on in the world. See, very often, I think education is working in silos. They're trapped in a kind of a time warp where they're giving out a curriculum that's dated. They need to see what's happening in terms of how industry is progressing, what kind of skills does industry need. So I personally believe internship programs are very, very valuable in the academic setting. Research-oriented, project-based learning is extremely important. We should not just be building technologies, we should be solving problems with technologies. That is a mindset you need. So you just explained about the 10-minute delivery. This was a problem that was solved in a city like Bangalore, where the traffic, the kind of intensity of traffic was making it very difficult to get any service delivered in time. And yet they found algorithms and ways of doing it in less than 10 minutes. I think these are the kind of very innovative companies and technologies that can actually start creating this ecosystem of innovative startups.
I think very clear on that, and getting on a similar path with you, Prashant. Bangalore's been the cradle of the IT evolution, revolution, whichever way you look at it, right? What role will Bangalore play in becoming the pole vaulting capital of the innovation economy, like the way you call it as an opportunity for us to
so just to be a bit more specific on the types of innovation for deep tech, deep tech is a very broad term. And so I think one definition I would like to usually use is that deep tech becomes more commercial and real when you can replicate it and manufacture it. So bringing something out of the lab means that you'll be able to actually build the required capabilities to replicate that deep tech technology. So that's usually these days called advanced manufacturing. So advanced manufacturing is manufacturing that is grounded in deep engineering, and we have a very cost-effective, large base, and our talent density is not limited. I think the only talent density we have seen is IT folks, right? But we have a large engineering talent base that now we can deploy into advanced manufacturing, but we never use them. China used them quite a bit, but they've been, of course, in the forefront of what you would call as high volume assembly manufacturing. And of course, China is really getting into the advanced manufacturing, but I think we can leapfrog there. We should pole vault. We should get into advanced manufacturing. I mean, there is value for, the assembly kind of manufacturing, because you do employ a lot of people, but our leverage is not going to come from there. So product-led innovation, process-led innovation, and equipment-led innovation. So all these three forms of innovation will foundationally somewhere leverage AI, and maybe AI in process innovation just makes things faster and more efficient. So in each of them, so being able to do this in a deep domain manner, like Kiran was saying, in biology, the domain depth will be very different. In aerospace, the domain depth is going to be very different. So a combination of all of this is what will help us pole vault.
I just want to add to that. One of the things we should remember is we have come up with some really path-breaking innovation even in the past. But we must make sure that that innovation scales up. And we have population scale markets which we must leverage. We cannot allow really cutting-edge innovation to dwindle or to fail because we don't have enough commercial success. Kio is an example. It's a very innovative product. It is serving a very big need. And between government and private sector and public sector CSR, we must make sure that it scales up. We lost a big opportunity when we developed the world's first handheld, multilingual device, the Simputer. That should have been a worldwide success. But as an under-resourced country, we did not have government procurement because it was actually designed for mass-scale education. And it was going to serve a big purpose, just like what we are planning for Kio. But we failed to make a commercial success of it, and by the time, we even thought about it, iPad, Palm Pilot, everything came in and they just crushed the opportunity that we could have created with Simputer. So these opportunities are very, very small and narrow in terms of its time window. And we should not miss these opportunities. That's another thing I wanted to say.
No, I think you brought an interesting segue into the path of scaling across. And Chris, you're a very passionate believer and also been a proponent of how industry needs to engage and acquire startups so that they can translate that innovation back in, but also give them the platform to scale. What's your point of view on that and how you do see that?
So Kiran talked about how we need to integrate with academia, with the ecosystem, etc. So I'm going to actually make this into a homework for industry. So industry must ask how much they are investing in R&D. They must make sure that they're investing more than global average. Otherwise, we will not catch up. Every company must ask the question, in my industry, am I below global average or above global average? Second question to ask is, how much of my R&D is within the company versus outside the company? I think 50% of the R&D must be invested outside the company. So that forces you to actually look at startups, that forces you to look at academic institutions, etc. The third metric you should look at is what percentage of your current revenue comes from products and technology introduced in the last 3 years or last 5 years. It will tell you how fast you're renewing your product portfolio. With such simple metrics and tracking this, and I would request the boards actually to ask this question to the CEOs and the senior leadership. This will force industry to play a very active role in making sure that the innovation ecosystem is very strong. Today, we think innovation ecosystem means startups only, but that's not sufficient. We need the large industry ecosystem that exists to also innovate. And if we don't do that, we will actually not succeed. So these simple questions and how we institutionalize these in industry, and that's why I'm saying this is a homework for industry, we should do this across every company, every industry sector.
But I think you should ask Prashant the question, how, risk, taking our investors when it comes to innovation. Because I think the biggest problem industry has is the moment they increase their R&D spend, they are crucified.
But I think, there was not a huge understanding of the opportunity by the investors. I think the investors are getting better at understanding that opportunity. And, if you see deep tech was not a mainstream something, everybody was worried about the gestation period. It takes 10 years for these.
Yeah, but I think there's a little bit of a fad. Today, anything to do with AI, people will invest.
No, beyond AI, I think people are starting to look at Kiran. Anyway, I think if you look at the number of startups,
see, what I'm glad is government is stepping forward now to actually backstop in some way. The RDI fund which Government of India has created is $12 billion. We don't have a private sector VC fund which is $1 billion. Government of India has created a $12 billion VC fund for deep tech. Second, the Karnataka government, I'm really surprised. Every time I talk to Mr. Karge, he talks about a new set of investments. These are not investments, these are actually grants to startups, etc. I think you should have also a policy for SME, for innovating and creating products and things like that. So government is actually leading. Industry has to step up now. Industry has to step up.
And VCs.
No, Kiran,
if I may jump in quickly.
One minute, just one minute, I'll jump in. On 20th, as part of the Future Makers Conclave, we will be announcing 25 deep tech investments on one day, in 1 hour, from Bangalore.
So if I may add to
Please.
that. So 4 quick points. One, with the academic thing, no other state is investing 110 crores for business incubators in engineering colleges in rural areas. Like Dr. Kiran said, are they solving problems? We are going to ensure they solve problems. We are going to ensure there is mentorship. We are going to ensure they are incubated. And if they have a great idea that needs to go commercial, the government of Karnataka is going to help them in the rural engineering colleges. Not a single engineering college will be from Bengaluru. Number 2, we ourselves are investing heavily in research. Although I agree completely with the industry, it's not enough. In fact, last time, all 4 of us were trying to push the government to ensure that at least 2% of the entire Karnataka state's budget is invested in research as a Karnataka Avishkar Nidhi. In fact, today when we were going to when Honorable CM and DCM were going to inaugurate the stall as well, so I was just nudging everybody, say, I think now is the time you should ask, because he was in a very good mood. Well, and they did ask. He said, yeah, we'll do it. So now we are hopeful that in the March budget, we'll have something concrete. And we run centers of excellence. I run close to around 20 centers of excellence, from agriculture to aerospace, and all driven by industry and government. I don't know if the art park director is here. I was just asking him, what is the outcome of the art park? He was saying that we have invested close to around 250, the government and the private sector combined 250 or 300 crores. And today they are churning out more than close to around 1,500 crores of startups valuation that are coming up. So this is the kind of disruption. We have Dr. Tasleem sitting here. I don't know, CCAM ka kitna hai, sir? 1.6 billion. It's coming out from government and the private sector. So these disruptions we are doing. And like you said earlier, there are a lot of innovations that are solving real-life problems, especially problems that are plaguing government and governance. So we are looking at them. We have got a public procurement policy that is in place, where if you have a problem, we help startups become, the government is your first client. What more can you ask for? And if it is good enough, we are ready to scale it up as well. And one of the most important things that the government of Karnataka is doing, we are not trying to stifle innovation or inventions. If there is a policy, because always policy plays catch up to technologies. We don't have policies that for AI governance in AI, or responsible use of AI. So if you actually have a technology that we don't have a policy for, we will allow you to operate in a regulatory sandbox environment, the Karnataka Innovation Authority. So that till we come up with a policy, you work in a sandbox environment while your invention or your innovation is not banned. You know, the knee-jerk reaction of any government is something we don't understand, we ban it. We banned Ola, we banned Uber, we banned Redbus, now it's Rapido. So we are trying to figure out a way to ensure that we don't stifle innovation. So these, and the government also understands that the industry needs deep tech solutions, deep tech innovations, and that's why we came up with the Deep Tech Decade. And we have pledged 600 crores this year to ensure that we fund 600 crores for deep tech solutions, deep tech innovations. And like Mr. Prashant over here said, on 20th, never in the history of India, on one single platform, has more than 600 to 700 crores been distributed on a single platform through private venture funds and government venture funds. While theirs is, the private is equity, ours is a grant. By the end of this month, I would have funded close to 1,200 startups. 1,200 startups through my Elevate program. No state is doing what we are doing. So we are trying. I know it's not enough, but it's just not the industry. Even governments need to step up, whether it's a state government or central government. We cannot just be mere lip service. We have to deliver.
I think very heated and spirited discussion we had, but a few things. We can't avoid AI. You just launched an AI computer, so you can't avoid it.
India's most affordable AI,
AI
computer,
personal computer. And you spoke about AI and computational biology and so on. And Chris, you spoke about how AI needs to get into things, getting into the innovation side. And Prashant spoke about AI into product-led, process-led engineering. Let me just lighten it a little bit more. I want to ask you a question. What's the first chore that you would hand over to your AI assistant, not in your work life, but outside work?
Me first.
Yeah, because you're the one who started it.
No, I want to be honest. Actually, I'm fortunate that a lot of my chores get taken care of by other people, right? But that said, the one chore in my personal life, I typically like the spaces around me, I want them to be organized mentally, but it never gets done. Whether it's my home, my bedroom, my living room, my office. So if those spaces can kind of magically through some robotic physical intelligence get organized all the time and be organized, I think that will be a great.
Wonderful. Chris?
Okay, my choice is food that is personalized for me based on my health parameters and things like that, automatically cooked by a robot.
Wow. That's really wonderful. Kiran?
So there are two things. One is I have to organize my time and my priorities because I get so many requests, and I think AI should help me to prioritize those requests and see what I say yes to, and more importantly, what I say no to. And of course, like Chris, I think today sticking to a diet that really keeps you fit and in the right kind of physiological range is extremely important. So I think I would like my dietary planning to be done by AI.
And Minister?
Outside of work?
Yeah, outside of work.
If it was in work, I would ask them to set right my political career. Okay, if it's for work, then at home, probably I like to read a lot, but I just don't get enough time. Probably read as much as possible and summarize and tell it to me in probably a capsule size just so that I can just pop it up. That's it.
Oh, that's wonderful. So I'm sure...
yeah, sure, it's only at home, not work.
You can add on the work front as well if you think so. But I'm sure you've already done a phenomenal job in launching the first world's low-cost AI computer, and that's really wonderful. I want to close the session, but then you triggered on the food front. So the last time we were on this platform, we did ask for the benefit of our visitors, what's the food that they should try while in Bangalore. But I also saw the theme was on Beyond Bangalore as well. So I'm going to ask you all to recommend one food or food dish or a cuisine beyond Bangalore in Karnataka that you'd recommend for everyone to try out. So Minister, let me start with you.
I am from beyond Bangalore already.
Yeah, but you last time you spoke about Jolad Roti, but Jolad Roti has not become Bangalore.
In the last 1 year since we spoke about Jolad Roti, now I've made it a brand. It's called Kalburgi Roti. It's packaged, done. I have more than 50 self-help groups making rotis with a roti machine. And it caught the fancy of the Prime Minister. He spoke about it in his Mann Ki Baat.
So you know how to really scale startup then from learning from them.
Actually, I don't know. We just get a call from the Prime Minister's office one day and say that, look, we heard that a lot of SCGs are making these Jolad rotis. They said, how many do you make a day? I said, 5,000 a day. And where is it available? It's available on Amazon. It's available in Kalburgi Swiggies. It's available. So can we speak about it? I said, go ahead, sure. But yeah, he didn't take my name though.
Kiran?
No, I think, Karnataka is full of these very mouth-watering delicacies all over the state. And right now, when you're on a very strict keto diet, it's very difficult to even imagine all these wonderful delicacies. But I would say that, low glycemic millets are becoming very, very appealing and, for health-conscious people. And I think we have a large number of these millets in Karnataka, which make for great kind of preparations, from, of course, ragi to many other millets. And I think, if people want to sample all these preparations, I think it's very interesting to go to various corners of Karnataka to savor them.
Chris?
I have to take the opposite view from Kiran, right? So, enjoy the sweets. Don't worry about your health, at least when you enjoy the sweets. Just look at Dharwad Peda. It's mouth-watering. Of course, I very rarely get to eat them, but if you can enjoy the sweets which are there, every probably 100 kilometers, maybe even 50 kilometers, there is a different sweet, which is local to that place. I think we should enjoy all these things and package them also, if need be, to export.
Yeah, I'll say two of them. One, Madhu Roda. That's something I can't resist. I just love Madhu Roda. The second one I really like is Mangalore bun. It's a very different kind of puri form, but just Mangalore bun and Madhu Roda are just amazing. 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. snacks. Yeah.
Excellent. And on this note, you can see that the panel is very equally divided. Two of them on health food, millets and Jolad Roti, and the other two on fun food, which is Madhu Vada and Dharwad Peda and everything else. So, sorry? Mangalore bun as well. So thank you, panel. You've been a wonderful set of questions, answers, but more importantly, very deliberative. AI is in the core, talent at the base of what we do, taking investments to talent through the policy that you brought out, Minister, and again, talking about the whole focus on how computation biology have come together and the power of AI is transformative. And again, Prashant, you spoke a lot about the innovation that needs to get into the product side and how IP and capability comes across. And Chris, very clearly, your focus on ensuring that the diversity of what we do in India can really be a scale, which also was sort of reaffirmed by the minister from Norway, where he said that we really build platforms from scale, and he saw that as a great value to take it to the rest of the world. So once again, thank you very much. Prashant, you want to add something?
Thank you for the nice moderation. It was good fun.
Oh, thank you. So,
Thank you.
So with that, really appreciate for being a very patient audience as well. And more than anything else, I think you should give the panel a wonderful hand. You need to be a lot more generous since the morning. And thank you.
Request all of you, all the panelists to kindly stay back for a moment. I would request the Secretary, Dr. Manjula, to please come over and give away mementos to all. Thank you, Dr. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. Thank you, Dr. Chris. Also to Shri Prashant Prakash and Lingraj Saukar. Dhanyabadagalu. As the photographs are being taken, I would request Mr. Sanjeev Gupta, CEO of KDM, to please come over for the final remarks of the inaugural session with words of thanks.
Well, I've given a chance to say a word of thanks. Thank you so much. This 20th edition of the BTS 2025 overlook the next 3 days is curated offer your futuristic outlook about technology development, critical areas of technology research and development, industry veterans and policymakers shaping the evolving narrative of technology landscape, and our entrepreneurs and innovators charged to disrupt the next wave of technology for impact and value. I thank you all for being present here with us for the summit. Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Sri Siddharamaji, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Sri D.K. Shivkumarji, Honorable Minister, Sri M.B. Patilji and Sri Priyank Khargeji, for gracing this great occasion. Respected Secretary, Dr. Manjulaji, and Sri Arvind Kumar and Dr. Sanjay Tyagi from the STPI, I express my heartfelt regards to have showed the views and measures taken to strengthen the local ecosystem. I warmly thank our international dignitaries, Lord Mayor Nicholas Racy from Melbourne, Australia, His Excellency Mr. Raffel, Deputy Minister of Digitization Poland, His Excellency Mrs. Enger, President of the Bavarian State Parliament Germany, and His Excellency Jan Christian Vestre, Minister of Health and Care Services Norway, for joining us and strengthening Karnataka's global. Dr. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, Chris Gopalakrishnan, Prashant Prakashji, Mr. Lingraj Saukar, thank you so much for a wonderful session here today. We also like to thank Lalit, Keshav, Harish Jain, Neeraj Jain, and Nishan Bansal for Grow, Rishi Das and Meghna Agarwal for IndiCube, Tarun Mehta and Swapnil Jain for Ether Energy, and Gaurav Singh Kushwaha for making Karnataka proud. We also recognize Sri Datta Salagame, President, Managing Director Bosch, and Sri Alok Nanda for 25 years of making the Karnataka a destination of electronics and industry. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your great presence here and participation. This reaffirms the Bengaluru's position as a global hub of innovation and collaboration. With gratitude and optimism, I invite all of you to carry forward the spirit of futuristic over the next 3 days, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Gupta. With this, we break for lunch. Some of you might have had lunch. Those of you who haven't, please do it quickly, because in the different halls, the parallel sessions will start at 2 o'clock. So see you all there in different halls at 1:55. Until then, all of you take care. Namaskara and thank you.